Stop scrolling and hear me out. Did you know that for $30 a month, you could hire a customer service rep that never sleeps, never takes a lunch break, and that is definitely smarter than your last intern? Picture this: an AI that juggles messages from Instagram, WhatsApp, SMS, email, and live chat all at once and all in one spot, helping your customers 24/7, and if it ever hits a snag, it escalates straight to you. Stay tuned because in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to make your business run on autopilot and transform it overnight. For those new to the channel, I'm Remi Taffin, a software engineer with 15 years of experience, and I'm also the founder of an AI automation agency where we help companies streamline their operations and save a ton of time and money using AI. If you're looking to get ahead with cutting-edge tech and real-world solutions, you're in the right place. Running a cleaning business, or really any service company, means you spend way too much time answering the same questions over and over. How much is it? Are you free on Saturday? Can you help me sweep the competition? Well, meet your new customer service superhero, Intercom. Instead of repeating yourself, let AI handle it all. Intercom not only automates appointment scheduling, price estimates, or answer any questions the customer might have, but it also centralizes all of your customer interactions in one place. Today, I'll show you how to set it up and give you a preview of what the customer interaction looks like. All right, let's dive in. So the most crucial part, you need a very good knowledge base. In this example, I just asked ChatGPT to generate a random one, but this is really a list of all the FAQs or a list of all the information that people might be asking for. Any question that you get from a customer service that you get very often, this is a very good place to store that. I'm going to use this for this example. There's a FAQ, cancellation policy. So here is Intercom. I am on a free trial. There's a free 2-week trial, so give it a shot if you want to play around with it. So the very first thing that we're going to paste in is obviously the content. So the knowledge base that I just talked about, I provided the PDF here. You can upload any document that you want. You may even connect it to a help center you already have. You can connect to Zendesk, for example. You connect to a lot of different places that already have all of that infrastructure. So the more data you provide, the better the AI is going to be there. So that's really key here. I'm going to go back to AI and automation. Then you can control the name of the bot. The default is Finn. I'm fine with that. You can select the tone. So if you want it to be more neutral, more friendly, more professional, more funny, more concise, more thorough. I've set everything to default, which is friendly and standard. That has worked well for me. All right, so now let's get into the actual setup of the chat. So option 1 that you have in front of you is the simple setup. Let me show you. So in that simple setup, all you need to do is you need to answer those few questions that they're asking here. So for example, it is asking what do you do when you start the conversation? How do you introduce yourself and in how many messages, exactly what to write? You can do that for every language. So that is pretty cool if you want to support multiple languages or multiple markets. And then you answer some very basic question like, what if Finn cannot resolve the conversation? Well, you can close the conversation or you can pass it to the team, which is escalating to me right now. There's even something called an away mode. You can say you're away and you can reassign everything to someone else. So you always have someone on call for any escalations you might have. So you can ask what to do before you actually assign it to a human. So you can ask for more information. It defaults to no, and I actually turn that on because by the time a human gets there, it might take a few minutes, sometimes more. You actually, once you get there, you want all the information already. That one will require the customer to put in more information before it actually gets escalated to you. You can set up how long it takes to consider the conversation inactive and close out the conversation. You can specifically ask for CSAT. So CSAT is to rate the customer service. That is a very typical thing in the customer service industry. If people are very happy, if someone clicked on that helped at the very end of the conversation, you can actually send through the CSAT so you actually get a good amount of responses and high ratings from there. And that is kind of it. If you want to go the simple route, so that's again option 1, you can just click the button, set it live, connect to your Instagram, Facebook, SMS, etc., and you're live. That's one way to do it. Now, the other way that I decided to go, it's a bit more work, but you can completely customize the path for your customer. So you can make it easier and better for the customer. So that's what I'm going to walk you through is step 2 here. You can set up what's called custom workflows. And I'm going to show you exactly what workflow I've set up in here. So you're going to want to create a new workflow. You can create from a template. I started from scratch. Use that specific trigger. Anytime someone opens a new conversation, this is a default one, right? So you see the first message. everything that I've showed you before that was just a simple question, you're going to need to port over into the workflow here. But again, it's going to be more customizable. So let me show you the one that I've built. So when someone opens the conversation, I ask them what brings you here today, have 3 different quick reply buttons, get a free estimate or manage your appointment, or you just have a random question. And based on that, you can set up your path of what to do if they click on a specific button, right? So get free estimate is redirecting to this one. Is it a commercial or is it a residential job? Same here. If it's a residential one, then you can ask for custom questions like how many bedrooms do you have? What is your address? Or you could ask for the zip code, whatever you might need in order to actually get a proper accurate pricing. And then you can branch out based on the information that they put in. They might have a different experience. In this case, what I want to do is I want to set the price estimate to a different level based on what they answered. So the way that I've set that up is if there are 4 bedrooms, then they will get $400. If not, it will be $300. So this is exactly what it's doing. So this one leads to this path, $400. And then if not, then they fall into the second category, which is this guy, and it sets it to $300. Then both of those lead to the same path, which is it will cost you about, and then it will dynamically inject the price estimate to do your first cleaning, then the same amount for monthly cleaning afterwards. Of course, all of that can be customized. This is just a template that I came up with. And then you can ask them, okay, do you want to set up your first appointment? And if they do, then you go into the manage appointment phase, which goes back to the first button that someone might see if they wanted to manage their appointment. Or if not yet, then you can go into a separate path as to asking them why. If you want to see if it's too expensive, you could always set up some different campaign to reach out to them if something opens up, or if you have a promo later on, so you can collect their information. And then for manage appointments, so I've added a step that is the send an app. So that you can connect to many different things. I've decided to connect it to cal.com to manage all of my scheduling and the calendars. In cal.com, I've created a 4-hour cleaning spot. You can even set up recurring. That's something that is experimental as of right now, it seems. And what you can also do, which is very good for here, is before it starts, you can send a reminder. So that can be very good to send a reminder for the person. So you can automate your reminders, and you can also automate after the event ends, which means you can schedule the next one. So you could automatically send the next upcoming order that is already scheduled, again, if you have the recurring type, or it will explain exactly how to set it up and for them to text a specific number to manage the appointment, or use Instagram or use WhatsApp, and here are the instructions, and it will automatically connect back into the managed appointments. And so that was able to add that with just a few clicks. That was really easy to set up. And then from there, the next step is to just let Finn answer, right? So if someone has questions, they have cancellation policy questions or whatever, then Finn can do that. When Finn handles the answer, it always ends with that helped or talk to a person. So that is a way to get feedback for the AI to know whether the response was helpful or not. And it provides an easy way to escalate to a person. Now, the pricing model for Intercom is a little bit special. You will pay $30 a month, but on top of that, for any successful resolution, you add $1 every time. But if you think about it, that's very cheap compared to having a customer service rep actually handle all of that for you. And finally, going back to the workflow, we'll talk to a person. You can assign to me, and then let me go back. Manage appointments leads back to the end that we just saw, and then I have a question. That one Finn will answer based on the knowledge base that I showed earlier. And then one last thing for the commercial job that I have here is right now we don't support commercial job in this example. So what I've done is I've set it up in a way where we say we do not support it, but asking if they would like to get an email when we do offer the service. So whenever you want to expand, you already have a list of emails, and that might be a good place to reach out to them later on if you want to run a bigger campaign. And that is it. Let's just run through the preview to show you exactly how that works. All right, so here's the preview. It's asking why I'm coming here. I'm going to ask for an estimate here. Let's test it out. So it is asking for how many bedrooms do I have. So I will say 2 bedrooms. I'm just putting in my address. That is giving me the dynamic price in here that I was just mentioning before. That logic that I have in place right now is very straightforward. The point was just to demo this, but everything is customizable here. You can have very complex logic built into all of this and fully automated for all of your estimates. And then from there, if you want to get your first appointment, then you can just click it and do it right away. So this is the cal.com integration. So let's see how that works, right? So it's asking, it's a 4-hour cleaning. I could select when exactly, just do something next week, and you can control the occurrence. So let's say in this example, I put a recurring one. So starting March 20th, every 4 weeks, I will be getting an appointment already set up at 9 a.m. So that might be an easy way to just get people on a cadence and they don't have to think about it. So this is where you put in the email, and then you have to put your address, which makes sense. You want to make sure you have the proper address. And there you go. It's scheduled 24 appointments already ahead of time. So that's done. That's out of the way. It's really awesome. And you have an appointment, and that's it. You're done, right? And then if you want to start over, well, you just start over. And you have a question you might want to ask directly about opening hours or whatever. So you can ask anything from the knowledge base. So for example, I could ask, do you do cleanings in Atlanta? Let's see what it says. All right, so it is a friendly response and kind of spits out what was in the FAQ in the first place, but it is providing exactly the right answer. Or you could ask separately, do I need to purchase any supplies before? So again, it says in the knowledge base that you shouldn't. So let's see what it says. There you go. So that was super helpful, and that's how you can automate most of your interactions and focus on growing your business. And just like that, your AI-powered assistant is up and running, handling customer questions across all of your platforms. And if it hits a roadblock, it knows when to bring in the big guns. That's you. Now you can save hours every week and focus on growing your business while your new automated team member works 24/7. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe, and share with your business owner friends. Also, let me know in the comments, what part of your business do you wish you could automate? Maybe I'll tackle that next. I'll see you in the next one.